What's good, y'all? I was sitting here chilling, and then I heard Errol Spence Jr. Right? What Errol Spence Jr. actually did was something quite unique. He managed to have everybody in the free world believe that it's his weight. My prediction didn't mean anything. My breakdown of the fight didn't mean anything. It's crazy. Completely crazy. Yeah, I watch the fight every now and then. I go back and I see if I see something different or see something that just it seems a little out of place. But for me, it went exactly the way it was supposed to. It's 6 a.m. out here. So, yeah, it's just 6 a.m. Now, let's get to the science of it all. Look, Errol just got beat, man. But this thing with Paul Pierce, they trying to find anybody they can of stature to go out. Like Errol Spence, Paul Pierce have earned that name. The truth. He didn't come in the game and called himself the truth. The name was given to him. People called him the truth. They didn't say, "Man, we need a nickname for you." Just call him the truth. Hey, like he said, that gotta be passed down to you, dog. Paul Pierce gotta give you that. You know what I'm saying? Paul gotta hand you that. If Paul Pierce don't hand you that, you can't claim it. Simple as that. I don't see I don't see what the problem is.
It's only one. You can't just come out here and call yourself the truth. I gotta hand that down to you. I gotta give you them blessings. Come on now. You can't just be out here talking about you the truth, my boy. That ain't how this works. Come on now, it's only one. Yo, I'm gonna show you it's only one truth. It's only one truth. It's only one. You can't just come out here and call yourself the truth. I gotta hand that down to you. I gotta give you them blessings. Come on now. You can't just be out here.
Hey Earl, Slim, I ain't gonna hold you. When you lost, it felt like a family member died. And I'm not tripping. Just understand, Slim. I cried when I seen you lose, Slim. Cause you Earl, Slim. Paul Pierce, little bitch ass talking about you ain't the truth. Man, fuck Paul Pierce. For real. He threw me off. Fuck he mean you ain't the truth. You still the truth in my eyes, Slim. And I'ma tell you like this, Earl. I'ma tell you like this, Earl. I'ma tell you like this. When we get that shit back in blood at 154, watch how all the people be like, oh, yeah, I knew Earl was gonna bounce back. Nah, don't be with us now. Don't be with us now, Slim. Cause when we get that shit back at 154, you bitch ass, man, y'all stay over there. We gonna get this shit back, Earl. Earl, I gotta come to Texas myself and train with you, Slim. I quit my job right now. Come train with you. Fuck that, Slim. I'll be a fucking man. Look, Slim. I got this technique you ain't never seen, Slim. So the Bob, man, I got some shit up my sleeve, Earl. Just call me if you need me. You see what I'm saying?
I don't see what the problem is. Now, let's get to your questions. Okay, here we go. because you guys had a few. I didn't forget. I said I would answer your questions. Uh, okay. I think I agree with you, Sino. I think it's the trainer, not um, Spence. But I do think he can beat Bud or at least hurt him if he learns a couple of tricks. It's not going to take a lot. I agree 100% with what you said. Yeah, okay. Well, Clint, it's a lot of you that had the same questions. So I just really just took one and said, okay, that's going to be for the group. Now, yeah. So basically, he's talking about the trainer, Derek James. Like this guy wrote a more concise one. He said, I agree 100%. He didn't prepare Errol like he should out of pure arrogance. The whole time I'm watching James train like him in an orthodox stance when everybody and their mama that knows anything about boxing knows that Bud respects Errol Spence too much to start off in an orthodox stance. Everybody knew the only way Bud was going to go out there southpaw stance, and it was Errol forced him to. I'm looking like, what the hell are you guys doing training majority unorthodox stance? It makes no freaking sense at all. How the hell you think you're gonna beat an elite fighter with a predictable game plan? That's like an NFL team going to their opposite, he said, their opponent, I'm sorry, and give them their playbook. Their playbook. This what happened to the Raiders in the Super Bowl versus the Bucks. Errol did not make one adjustment the entire fight. And I've been saying this is why Bud will win, because if something isn't working, he is going to continue to do the same goofy stuff. That's called insanity. James is literally insane. He was supposed to train Errol as if Bud took away his best weapon, which is his jab. He don't need to work forever on the jab and the training that he got that lock. That should be like, what if Bud neutralized your jab? What are you gonna do? All his fighters are one dimensional and minimum head movement, almost like robots. He works on their strength instead of their weaknesses. He really thought he was just gonna walk to Bud and steamroll him, but arguably, Bud has the highest boxing IQ of any active fighter. You're going to need more than one tool in your bag to beat Bud. That guy's right. He said everything I basically said in the video. So it pretty much answers the question. Derek James is limited. So the fact that Derek James is limited, this is the situation you're dealt with. Mm-hmm. A lot of people agree that Errol Spence Jr. is one of the best fighters in the game. Period. I don't understand what anybody would have a problem with that, being the outcome. It just is what it is. He's one of the best fighters in the game. And if you don't respect it, that's kind of a you problem. Terrence Crawford, one of the top in the division. But Errol Spence has to understand something. A leopard can't just change its stripes. You could teach them a couple of wrinkles, but it's gonna take more than 6 months. You don't have to learn more than a 5-week camp. This ain't Rocky 3. Y'all done went from Rocky 3 to Rocky 5. Yeah, that's a done one. I mean, Derek James is someone who's limited. He can only teach you what he knows. And right now he's at the point of this is where I leave you. He's moving on to Anthony Joshua now. Errol got about 2 more fights, and then he's got to roll on over to Jermell Charlo, and then he's gonna get knocked out. Then he's gonna roll over to somebody else. He's being exposed. All these fake trainers of the year. Jermell was better fighter when Ronnie Shields was training him. Not really. Um, Make same prediction for Boots Crawford. Um, Money bet included. Come on. Boots Crawford is not ready for Bud Crawford. Period. He's not. Now, where are we at? Jamel has been working with Guzman. Julian Jackson Jr. was outboxing Charlo too. Yes, he was. Have this same energy when they do the rematch. Yes. I will have the same energy when they do the rematch because I can care less about what you think about the rematch. It's gonna go the same result. Bud Crawford hands will be raised. Errol Spence hands will not be raised. Errol is just hoping he can make it to the cards. That's his only solace in the whole situation. Is hopefully he can make it to the cards. That's his goal. That's the object of what he's trying to accomplish. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. You act like Bud Crawford is God and he can never be hurt. Where I say that at? Dude, dude got shot in the back of the head. And look where he at now. Most people get shot in the head, they ain't here no more. So you think he finna fear a fighter? And that he can't be hurt? I'm just saying. Oh my God. See, people making Crawford out to be a Superman because he did what he was supposed to do. At the same time, Crawford fans know He beat up a boxing bag, a 10% Errol, for whatever the reasons. He know like I know. Crawford don't have a metal chin. Davis can fight at 147, but the highest he might can go. I give Davis a chance in that fight. Ignorant. Ignorance. Ignorance. Now, any man with two hands got a chance. But yo, a 10% Errol Spence? So he beat a 10% Errol. Errol Spence in the biggest fight of his life gonna be 10%. He gonna come in the ring 10%. No, he just got his ass whooped. That's the same Errol that fought Ugas. That's the same Errol that fought Danny Garcia that y'all was raving about. Why do y'all act as if Errol did something and was asked to do something he don't do? Errol is the champion at 147 pounds. He got 3 of the belts. Nobody weight drained Errol. How are you going to get weight drained to fight at your weight class? That's your weight class. You the champion of that weight class. So to defend your titles, you got to make weight. Duh. Bud had to make weight too. Because he the champion at 147. He got a belt too. So he got to hold on to his belt. They both got to make weight. That's their job. He had 15 months to make 147 pounds. Why is this pity party for him? He got weight drained. How you gonna get weight drained to fight at your weight class? This is when people don't know boxing. Start coming in there talking about stuff they don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a lot of people been talking this. Do I see Canelo fighting Crawford? No. Canelo's too big. I don't even know if Bud fights at 160. You know, he pretty much knows his limits. I don't think he goes that far. Sino, you are wrong. Roy Jones went for middleweight and beat a heavyweight. Tank can beat Bud Crawford. B more cats are made different. Here's the deal, people. I'm not saying he gonna whitewash Tank Davis. But Tank Davis is never fought at 147 pounds. So he gonna go up there for one fight and fight Bud in a mega fight. And y'all gonna pick Tank. Roy Jones is at super light heavyweight and went to heavyweight. And it was the right fight for him. Roy was gonna stay at heavyweight, but the Holyfield fight couldn't happen, and the Mike Tyson fight didn't happen. They negotiated it; it was all worked out, and all these people did was screw it up. But they did their parts. It was completely done. Now, Tank would catch Bud with 700 pounds of pressure. Uppercut, lights out. Sweet revenge and beautiful redemption. What? What in the world? What would be Tank's revenge? Revenge for Errol? You need Errol to get Tank to come up there and fight for him. Errol's 10 times bigger than. He gotta go get the little guy to come fight for him. That what you telling me, man? I don't even think that needs a response. If you think Tank is finna, Bud ain't at 135, and I don't think he'd have did that to Bud at 135. Cino don't listen to them. Tank gets stopped by the 5th round. I can see that. Tank better not. He said Tank better not fight him, or he'll be back in B-more selling work for Avon Barksdale. He's like, damn, back to selling work. This man said this does big numbers, though. Cino, don't rule it out. Think about it. If Tank gonna risk his oath for big money fights, what fight is bigger than this? It's a big risk, yes. But even if he loses by corner stoppage, he can still fight any other light heavyweight or junior lightweights out there. This fight is huge hype. And I dare to say, from a financial standpoint, it may be the biggest fight that could be made in boxing. See, this is what I talk about. This is what's wrong with the sport. These Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis's fights. Seeing a fight that make no sense. Shakur Stevenson should be fighting Tank Davis. I mean, yeah, you could Sugar Ray Leonard fight Mike Tyson. That's gonna make some money. But come on. That would have made money. But this is why we have divisions for a reason. You know, people should be fighting the best. What do I want to see Tank? What Terrence Crawford gonna get out of it? Beating on Tank Davis. You done went through all of this training to fight Tank Davis, and you gonna get some money out of it and ridiculed for fighting him after you beat him up. So the only thing that can happen for Terrence Crawford is he lose. And then it's gonna be, oh, you was getting beat up by Tank Davis. That's it. That's the only thing reward he can get. For Tank, it's a win-win-win all the way around the board. He the little guy. He ain't supposed to be there. Why don't he finish his food at his table before he look at somebody else's plate? That's all we saying. That's all we saying. That is not a hard ask to say, hey man, before you do all this king talk, finish your breakfast. Finish your food before you start looking at somebody else's plate. You got Devin Haney. You got Teofimo Lopez. You got Shakir Stevenson. You got all them type of problems for you. Right where you at in your own division. You have not proven you can beat all them yet. Devin got belts. Devin Haney, he just beat Lomachenko. That's supposed to be you. You and Lomo's supposed to fight. Like, Lomo really wanted to fight, but Devin got his hand raised. So, is Shakir Stevenson next? I mean, these guys are fighting each other and doing fights. Teofimo Lopez just shocked the world, won the title. You got to get in that mix. You just did the celebrity fight and got paid. Now it's time to get to the real fights. Okay. I think Crawford should fight Keith Thurman. That would be a good card to watch, in my opinion. What do you think about that fight? I mean, that's a good fight. I mean, if he was going to stay at 147, or even Keith could go to 54. My thing is, Keith Thurman has to prove he's still Keith Thurman. He's been gone. He can fight one fight and he's gone for 2 years. So it's like, dude, you should go ahead and get rid of these Boots and these guys. Fight them. And Boots can prove, hey, I'm the real article here. And then you can start talking about that stuff when you step up. Keith Thurman first real test outside of the PBC, what happened? Like first round, Manny Pacquiao, bit, he was on his back. It seemed to be all PBC fighters, once they get outside that circle and get into the real boxing world, it's a whole new experience for them. Yes, all these questions. I think Charlo's too big for Crawford. Well, that's your opinion until you see it happen in reality. Some people only learn what they could see. When they see it, then they believe it. Some people know it already. Bud Crawford broke Spence mentally, spiritually, and physically. True. That's the best breakdown in the shortest term. He beat him mentally, spiritually, and physically. Yeah, Errol did look like he got jumped. He got jumped by a gang. See, no, I don't want no smoke. I gotta eat crow today. He's like, man, Crawford dog walk, man, Errol Spence, man. Much props to you. He beat the dog out of him, no cap. I don't know where Errol Spence go from here, bro. Because a beat down from a fight of this magnitude, that's hard to recover from, bro. Hey, Chris, most respect to you for giving me my props. Man, Q Lee just went AWOL. So, I'm in Vegas. And bet at the ninth round, I was screaming all the way to the MGM Collective. After party with Chris Brown, James Harden, Floyd Mayweather, DC Young Fly, Chance the Rappers, D Murray. It was great. Mark, I'm telling you, that's what's up. Spence inactivity in the ring the last 3 years really showed. It's not really. He's like, Sino, we need info on DJ Envy's Go Along, Get Along gang. House getting raided behind that real estate scam. Um, I spoke on this before already, but DJ Envy is, I told you, he's more connected to it than, in my opinion, it's a legal matter going on, but he was here doing the seminars in Chicago. They have property here in Chicago as well. And they go fix up these houses and try to flip them. And mostly they're looking to try to get other people to get into their program and use other people's money as the financial backing, almost like a mutual fund. So they're not putting up the financial risk, the people are. And his face was the one selling it. I'm from Dallas, bruh. But I heard you call it, man. So salute, man. My name is Fudge Breezy. All right, Fudge Breezy. Oh, I'm sorry, not Breezy, Beezy. Fudge Beezy. All right. Monroe from Undisputed Vibes. Monroe, Monroe, Monroe. They said he's undisputed. Somebody said, I knew Bud was strong. I saw him deadlift 500 pounds. Bud is a master tactician. His boxing IQ is ridiculous. No rematch is even needed. Man, that horrible trash talk Spence was doing. He needed an ass whooping. Man down, big fish, strap season, we smoking Bud. Corny slogans, man. Also, barely fighting, Spence needed an ass whooping to get checked and to get more humble. Oh man, y'all are cracking me up. He said, "Where's all these weird ass dudes at like Champ Side and Showbiz?" He said, "Where them handicapped kids at? They silent as hell, C-Dope. Get on them." I don't know who Champ Side really is. I remember seeing his thing go with like doing the Wilder thing. He just kind of came up. Showbiz, I don't know, man. I just focus normally on the real, but damn, why Bud ain't getting no respect? He earned it. No excuses. He whooped Spence ass the whole fight. And this is coming from a Spence fan. I agree, man. I mean, ain't nothing you can really say. It wasn't like, man, they robbed him. It could have went this way. It could have went that way. Oh no! When you're a fan, you're a fan. My buddy is now starting to come back around, and Spence got a chance in the rematch. Hey, I don't have nothing against taking his money. If he want to keep giving me his money, he can keep paying me his money. I love taking money from him, especially when he believes in something. He just want to beat me, man. It's about beating me more than anything. So, yeah, we up at 6 in the morning. Now it's about to be 7 in the morning. See the sun getting brighter and brighter. I was like, yep, here we go. Sun is rotating and everything. Sino, what the hell ever happened to Danny Garcia? Did he retire and nobody knew about it? That's what I'm saying. This is what happened to PBC fighters. They go on the shelf, they fight one fight, and then they disappear for like 15 years. Danny Garcia fought probably one fight in 2 years. I ain't seen that dude since the pandemic. Somebody tell him the pandemic's over. He can come back outside. But see, he was one of their guys. So they wouldn't put Danny Garcia in there with Bud because they know what was going to happen. They wouldn't do any of these things because they knew what was going to happen. So my thing is, if you know what's going to happen, why in the world, if you know what's going to happen, why in the world would you even go down that route? You know what's going to happen. You know how this is going to play out. Come on. It's like, stop playing. If you're not in the gist of what you're doing, like if you're not focused, your mindset ain't where it needs to be, then don't do it. You only messing yourself up. You ain't hurting them, you hurting you. Alright? So I'm going to bounce. I ain't mean to keep y'all all day. I didn't. I ain't mean to keep y'all all day. So I just wanted y'all to hear what was going on in this situation. So with Paul Pierce, I'm gonna get the day started. I already got the Patreon cracking. We talked about Lizzo on the Patreon. I don't think I could say the words I said about Lizzo on this thing without being in trouble. So Patreon give me a platform to speak freely. The Michael Jordan, Scoot Henderson situation, clarified that again over there. So, we were busy. We've been working. Now, thank you very much. Now I'm out. I'm gonna take off right now and get to this. But We done.